Hi everyone. So I've had a few people asking me, why am I doing a book launch party when my book is already out in the world? Well, if you've been following my story, I wrote my book. It took me 2 years to write this book, and I really wanted to get it out into the world, so I self-published, and it ended up being approved for its going through the editing and getting approved on Amazon self-publishing on the day of the anniversary of my father's death. My father passed from cancer, and I was about to move house. So I had a really tiny book launch party at my house with close friends. But this is my way of giving back and celebrating with all of you, my followers, my friends online, and it means that my story and all the other stories of people I'm interviewing can be reached worldwide. So I'm inviting you to come and be part of that book launch party online on my YouTube, March 31st. I had no idea that it was Easter Sunday when I chose that date, because for some reason my diary does not have those Christian holidays in. So hopefully people will find time during the day. Obviously the videos are going to be up anyway, so you can watch them whenever you like, but we will be live online, being able to chat to you, myself and Annie, and maybe some of the other contributors. But I just thought, while I've got your attention, I'm going to read you a little bit of my book. So when I was a kid, there used to be a programme called Jack and Ori, Story Time. So here we go, here's a little bit of my book. And this is from chapter 5, where I talk about all the things that I did for healing, the rituals, the ceremonies, all of that kind of thing. And I include talking about the week that I did with Dr. Joe Dispenza. So I'm going to start with this bit. So daily morning meditations were part of my routine, and I'd got into the habit of working with Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditation. I'd read some of his books and I knew about his own miraculous healing, and I found many people that I met on the more natural healing cancer forums were mentioning his Blessing the Energy Centre meditations and visualizations. So I downloaded a few as well as some of the others, and I really love his walking meditations, particularly Walking into Your Future. I was finally getting that healing is about change. Nothing changes unless we change. Change your story, change your life. Healing is a feeling. It's feeling whole, it's feeling joy, it's feeling love for life. And as I mentioned, I found there was a Dr. Joe week coming up in London, and I knew tickets sold like hotcakes. So I just surrendered and trusted the money would come, and if it was meant to be, I would get one of those golden tickets. And I did, and the money came. And a huge donation from my wonderful friend Jill, whose partner at that time was also on his cancer journey. And sadly, as I write this, in November 2022, he has passed away. I was also given many smaller donations that added up to the cost of my ticket. Now I needed to get strong so I could attend, as it was scheduled for November 2020. Then, with all the COVID stuff, it was postponed, and although it was a disappointment, the reality was, November 2020, I was on my 3rd round of chemo, so I trusted in the divine timing. It was rescheduled, cancelled, rescheduled, and finally it took place in August 2022. I was ready to shake up my life, and all I can say is, if you get the opportunity to go for a week or a weekend with Dr. Joe, then do it. It's a life-changing experience. It was epic and like being in biblical times. People being healed all over the room. And I would say that Dr. Joe is a modern-day mystic science and proves spiritual with science. I made video diaries every day that you can watch on my blog, link below. I had many insights and mystical experiences while I was there, seeing huge beings, masters and angels supporting the healing sessions we did on the last 3 days. I had a conversation with my dad that was a massive revelation. I time travelled to my past self and experienced another meeting with Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, Mother Mary, Isis, and was downloaded what I've called my full soul, and that story is in my online Mary Magdalene course. The after effects taking place in this week are still rippling through my life. Every morning I'm reminding myself of the feeling of being in such a large group, 2,500 people meditating together, feeling wholeness, peace, seeing my future self happy and free, visualising the whole world in a state of love and life. love and light, peace and unity, happy and free. Affirmations and intentions are also part of my healing, and when I did struggle to affirm my health, when I could feel the cancer growing inside me, I changed the words and used ones like vital, vitality, radiant, radiance, whole, wholeness, peace, growth, change. I took my focus off healing and into my feelings, my energy, my state of being. If I could be whole, if I could feel whole, then everything was fine. It was really about changing your energy. How do we do that? Read on. Part of my healing, I also read Sophie Savage's book, The Cancer Whisperer. I felt blessed to have done a few group Zoom sessions with her, and she was as feisty as me and really got you to look at where you didn't want to look. And after working with her as part of the group, she said, Rachel's a spiritual warrior, coming at her healing from the spiritual holding of the 12 steps. And reading Sophie's books, I could feel that she had her own knowledge of the 12-step spiritual program entwined with her own work. So I'm going to leave it there. There's a little quote in there that just says, Rachel is a spiritual warrior, from Sophie Savage. And yes, I am, and you can be too. Anyone who has got the strength in them to just keep rising, to keep overcoming, like every obstacle, you just go, yeah, it's another one. Get up, start again. You know, it's like being a toddler back in that kind of falling over, learning to walk, get up, do it again, take another step, take another step. You just keep putting one foot in front of the other and taking another step. So thank you for listening. I'm so looking forward to the book launch party, March the 31st. Subscribe to my channel and you'll get all the videos coming through in your inbox, little reminders, and I'm really excited. And thank you so much for all of your support, for your continued support, continue to watch these videos. Those of you who've bought my book, thank you so much. And those of you who are now in my inner sanctum, my vitality circle, it's beautiful to walk alongside you all. Sending you lots of love.